fuck with Miles.
Oh.
He kept them as a symbol of his power. He was like, ha 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 ha, I hurt a boy.
We went live right as Marin said, "Fuck with Miles."
Oh,
Fuck with Miles.
So there
I'm
we
talking
go.
about my fan fiction, Von Karma.
I
He likes
forgot
to
about
fuck
the
with
countdown,
Miles.
to be honest.
Oh no, it's all good. Hi guys, welcome to the stream. We're playing another section of Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. Let me adjust my camera a little bit so that the door isn't taking up so much space. I'm Martin, your host, also known as Little Karibo. Today we're going to be starting Turnabout Beginnings, which is the fourth chapter of the third game, Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, the third game in the series. But before I jump in, I'm going to thank people for following in the last few days. We've had Manolia Luna, K Horf JRPG fan, Cortex KTC, Hollow Dreamer 11, Cloud 1205, Manolia 403, V7 Jackson, Cat Me, Lou Trotsky, La 86. Thank you for the follows, guys. Sen Maru, thank you so much for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 15 months. I really do appreciate it. And Gacked for awesome. Thanks for listening to the Millennium Microphone podcast. Yes, I was just on that on the most recent episode that came out yesterday, where we talked about the final few duels in Battle City. Charlotte, thank you for the 5 bits and all the Tracy butt emotes. I really appreciate those. It's always nice to see those. Stolas and Matt the Duelist, thank you for hosting. And Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Hopefully Marin has warmed up their vocal cord. Snap. Drunken their energy drinks. This case will be their time to shine. Be prepared for them to talk to themselves for most of the case. Yes.
Yeah, boy.
It's going to be very, very much Marin and Soupy's time to shine because I appreciate it, Tracy. Because well, I haven't even introduced them yet. We should probably introduce them before I start talking about what they're going to be doing. I am, of course, joined by my fantastic co-hosts. We've got, first off, Marin, my partner. Hi, Marin.
Hello, it is I, Marin. I tried to come up with a gay update, and I don't know. Nothing really gay has happened to me recently.
Nothing?
I'm still swimming in the joy of our new little animation for Hype Train Level 5.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
I could never. And I'm still happy that the MXTX Danmei books got licensed. The 3 titles, Master of Taoism and Heaven Official's Blessing and whatever the third one was. And haven't been playing much Phoenix Wright or much of the Great Ace Attorney yet.
I am
because
stunned by how little you're playing.
I used to lay in bed and play it, and now when I lay in bed, I pass out. So
yeah, sometimes I'll find you with the Switch under your head.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about that a little bit ago, where we're just like, thank God the Switch has like automatic sleep mode, because otherwise I would be just like losing data left and right.
Yeah. And I had to steal my dad's DS to play the first Ace Attorney games. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I had to steal my brother's.
But I do have something that could be considered a gay update. You all know I'm a voice actor, and I've been voice acting since about 2006, so 15 years this year.
Hey.
First role was in the Full Metal Alchemist and Conqueror of Shambhala. I had one fucking line.
Very important line.
My favorite line, though. Very important line.
Yeah, they wouldn't have found the carnival without me.
Exactly, and that's where it all started.
And then everybody started singing. That's how happy they were. But yes, I've been voice acting for 15 years, and it has taken me this motherfucking long to finally voice the character that has their own figure. So I just got my little Kingu from Fate Grand Order Babylonia, and it's cute. So he's my little baby. They're my little baby. No. I unpacked them. I've been waiting since because they came out at the end of May, and I guess because of COVID, the order got delayed to like the end of July, so it took like an extra 2 months to get my baby out to me.
Damn.
So I've been waiting, and they're finally here.
And we are, of course, joined by our Phoenix Wright enthusiast and fantastic friend, as always, Soupy. Hi, Soupy.
Hi. Hope everybody's doing well today.
Yeah.
should I do my quick little content warning for today?
Yes, we did want to give a little
Okay.
content warning, and Soupy's more familiar with the content of this case than I am, so I will defer to Soupy for that.
Yeah. So I just wanted to warn everybody that this case involves a character who's basically been manipulated into poisoning themselves. So like manipulated into
Right.
suicide. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody's like knows about that and is aware and is in a good mental health place today to deal with that.
And we will, of
Only
course,
smiles.
only smiles, and Miles, and we will, of course, remind you later in the stream. I'm sure once we get closer to it. Hutchie Aft and RTC99, thank you so much for following. I apologize in advance because I'm actually rather tired. So if I seem out of it at all, then I just didn't get much sleep. But otherwise, I'm okay. And I know I'm not going to be doing a lot of work today because this is a flashback case that Phoenix isn't even in. Right?
Yeah.
But our boy is.
Our boy.
Yes, thank you for the heads up about the Discord link. And don't forget, guys, you can type !Discord as a bot command in the chat to get a link to the stream Discord server, which Volcanic Ash was very kind to help me set up earlier this week. Finally, thank you so much, Volcanic, for that. And if you just click that link, you'll be able to join a public server that is exclusively for this Discord and is for the community that hangs out in this chat. Just to hang out while I'm not streaming. And I also give updates as to when I'm streaming and when I'm not streaming on there. Chris X Wright, thank you for following. And Stephanie Sunshine, thank you for the 20 bits. So guys, the Olympics this year are basically over. I'm guessing you don't care too much about them, but I wondered if you knew that the summer 2028 Olympics are going to be set in Los Angeles, California. Don't know how close that is to you. That's very close to us.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be a fucking nightmare. I've heard a lot of strange things about the Olympics, and honestly a lot of negative things about like giant sporting events. Like they'll force the city to pay a ton of money to create new venues for these players, I guess, and then they just sort of sit there and never get used again. So
yeah, I've heard that a lot. And like they'll just build huge venues and then just never use them again.
Yeah, abandon them. Or like even with like this, football teams, because we just got a football team, like they make deals with the city where it's like they don't pay taxes, they don't pay this, they don't pay that, but the city pays for everything and they get to reap the benefits and the profits. So I'm not a big fan of sporting events for those reasons, but also because I just don't really care about sports. But I did hear that the Olympics was like a crazy like sex party. So I'm like, that interests me.
Oh,
like
that's always been a thing where it's just like
apparently
the like Olympic Village where the athletes are. Like,
yeah,
they just like everybody is having sex with each other all the time there, apparently.
Which makes sense. Like you get a bunch of really young, super hot, fit people in the same area and like, things happen. But I do love that apparently like there was that rumor going around, like they made anti-sex beds, which really just means they're twin-size beds.
Well, I guess they were like made of some sort of cardboard or something so that like it could support one person, but not two people.
Yeah, but the way that it was phrased was kind of taken and ran with. Like it can actually hold a couple 100 pounds worth of weight. Like it's apparently it's just as sturdy a bed as like the shitty particle board beds that we can get from like IKEA or something like that. It was just they called them the anti-sex beds because they didn't want more than one person sleeping in them. But it's like too bad these Olympians can't fuck anywhere like on the floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say these are Olympians and they will find a way.
They'll probably be on the ceiling, like But yeah, and they're apparently not handing out condoms this year, and it's like, all right, well, enjoy your Olympian babies.
Yeah. It's like it's not gonna stop the sex, it's just gonna create pregnancies.
Yes.
Anyway, this stream took a weird turn.
Yeah, but that's my opinion about the Olympics in Los Angeles. Fuck them. I don't like them. We're already crowded enough. We have too much traffic, and I don't know where the fuck they think they're gonna fit. So
that whole conversation That was something else. But then the icing on the cake for me was when Senmaru posted the animated emote of the Undertaker saying "That's awesome" in the chat while he was saying all that. All right, Tracy, thank you for the 100 bits. Read the anti-sex beds. There was videos of teams literally jumping on them. They wouldn't break. They could totally just pin each other to the wall though, so it's okay.
Yes. Done it before. It's very fun.
I feel like
anyway.
I feel like if you challenge people with anti-sex beds, it's just going to make them try even harder.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stephanie Sunshine, thank you for the 10 bits. Yeah, we had something in Colorado where they put forth the idea in my mom's day, but the amount of mountain sites they would have to destroy had them voting against it. Thank goodness. Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do we need any setup for this case? Obviously,
I don't believe
it's
so. I mean,
this is
I think all the setup is kind of handled in the case. So
yeah, the only thing that we can say is it's the case that was referenced in the first case of this game.
Yeah.
So it's a flashback to the flashback.
This will be the earliest chronologically, aside from the school stuff with Baby, Miles, and Phoenix.
Yeah.
That has taken place in the entire series. So this is the earliest we'll see courtroom shenanigans in the chronology of Phoenix Wright. So this is before Phoenix even eats any poison.
Yeah.
Correct.
And there will be lots of sexy lawyers.
You got a great butt.
Even more sexy lawyers
before
than usual.
he even met Dahlia yet.
Mm.
Oh, guys, a hype train is close.
Oh, a hype train is close.
And if we get to level 5,
to a level 5 hype train, they're gonna kiss.
We have it now.
And
it's real.
And I turned the volume down because I know it was blowing out you guys' ears before.
Hold it.
Volcanic. The biggest issue I have is there isn't an actual official event for Olympian sex feats.
Right? Yeah.
That is a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they really should have just leaned into it, you know?
I'm sure that they probably did have one such event, like maybe in the advent of Grecian.
Probably.
Yeah, like when they were still doing the events naked, you know?
I was going to say that's the whole oil wrestling thing.
Curry Bottoms, thank you for the bit. What a thrill to see LK back on the live stream with his pals. Also, what a way to enter the stream to hear about sex.
What a thrill.
Demi Shuck. And we are on a hype train, thanks to
level
L Train.
69 or 69% level 1.
Yeah.
L Train getting us on a hype train. Nice indeed. Demi Shark, thank you for the 5 months resub. Excited to get to this part of the game and looking forward to your reaction since it's new to you. Yes, all of this Phoenix Wright content since the start of this game has been brand new to me. It's very exciting for me. I've had to lurk lately because of IRL busyness, but I love these streams and I love this community. Let's catch some criminals and critique some art. I don't know if there's going to be much art critiquing because Phoenix isn't in this part.
Crimes.
But L Train, thank you for the 300 bits. Hype it up. And Lady Nanaki, thank you for the 100 bits. Level 5 gay lawyering. Let's go.
Lawyers.
And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 100 bits. Someone invents anti-sex beds. Olympians challenge accepted. And Miss Hime, thank you for the 100 bits. Hype. Also, I'm on the tired train with you today, my dude. Yes, Hime, I am very sleepy. If I seem sluggish, that's what's going on. I'm a bit dopey. Ed Stevens, thank you for the 100 bits. Here's to the hype train. Yes, indeed. Zell Namor, will you play the one set in the past that came out recently? I assume you're referring to the Great Ace Attorney. We will probably save that till after we've played all the other games in the series because we want people to have time to play it themselves in their own time.
Yeah.
Also, it gives us something to look forward to. And Curry Bottoms, thank you for the bit. This is Grossberg still with that shit-ass painting since it is a flashback case. Don't say anything about his ass, because he will start talking about it. Greedy Greenbird.
He's got things to say.
His ass is dabbing.
Greedy Greenbird, thank you for the 100 bits. And Jim Prower says that and release order, which is what I think we're doing. I believe we are basically doing release order.
Is that right?
Yeah, because
we're doing
investigations
We're doing
came
chronological.
Out. Okay.
Because investigations came out after Ace Attorney 4, but we're doing investigations first. Yes.
So investigations came out on the DS.
Yes.
Okay. I assumed it was a GBA one again.
Nope. Yeah, those came out in I think 2009 and 2011. And then Ace Attorney 4 came out like 2007 or 2008.
Amber Cat, thank you for the 69 bits. And Ankoku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. Choo Choo. Thank you for getting us inching closer to that level 2 tier. All right. Without further ado, I think we're ready to start the case.
Yeah.
Sounds
Can I just
good.
say, I always think it's funny that people make like snarky comments about us talking about sex,
What?
but nobody says anything about us when we talk deeply about murder. Can we just like point out that
Welcome to
hypocrisy?
America, Marin.
Yeah, I'm just really tired of being made to feel ashamed that I like talking about sex.
To be fair, we don't spend like 30 minutes or so of each stream discussing whether Miles is going to murder Phoenix.
Maybe you don't.
But we literally spend the rest of the entire time like on the streams talking about murder.
Yeah, it's like 5-hour stream, hour and a half talking about gayness, 3.5 hours talking about murder.
Yeah.
And Miss Hime, thank you for the gift sub to Phoenix Rising 1992. Phoenix is rising, or at least he will be in the background in this case. All right, we're on a tier
Level 2 hype train.
Level 2 hype train, only 3 more levels away from kissing boys.
Kissing boys.
Kissing boys.
Persephone
Yum,
would
yum,
be
yum,
happy
yum,
about
yum.
all the murder. It's true.
Phoenix can kiss all the boys because I don't want to kiss boys anymore.
All right.
Boys are gross.
We are pretty gross.
It's like, here, Phoenix, you can have the boys.
Yeah.
Turnabout beginnings. Here we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
did we say who's going to be Valerie, by the way?
Who?
The
I
victim?
can be Valerie.
Okay.
All right.
Valerie.
Valerie.
Ran away with all my money.
Is that what this case is about?
I don't know. I don't even
Kind
think
of.
I got the lyrics right.
The
Oh,
girl.
it got trippy.
Let her go.
The girl, let her go.
Oh, who's that?
That was Valerie. Next is you,
Girl,
Martin.
let her go.
Shut
Got
up.
trippy visuals.
Come closer, and I kill her. I don't know what I'm doing.
She's on a bridge. Sorry, but you're
Oh.
not going to get the chance.
Well, hang on, we're having weird
Oh, we
visual
got acid
problems.
I've
trips.
been saying that. Yeah.
Oh, you were? I apologize. I
Yep.
missed that.
I saw it get like a little bit blurry earlier, but nothing like
It's back
the
to normal now.
acid trip that was on just now.
Whoa! I apologize, guys. There are issues with the visuals on Twitch sometimes when the bitrate goes low. Oh,
Oh, Phoenix is here. I forgot.
I'm reading through the file of an old court case.
Where is he? Is he in the hospital?
It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey.
Maybe.
He looked like he was in the hospital. Yeah, he had an IV.
Phoenix, are you okay?
He just has one of those at home for when he's hungover.
Charge, kidnapping
That's
murder.
rude.
Fugitive movements. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met.
Why is he in his fucking button-down shirt? Is he getting chemotherapy? Does Phoenix have cancer?
It's hospital casual.
6 years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial.
If you show up in a button-down shirt, they just give you morphine.
Don't know what any of that was about.
We'll find out later.
I'm probably going
Yeah.
to change whatever voice I was doing there because I didn't know what was going on or who that guy
No
was.
worries. Yeah, you didn't even
Uh,
get to see his face, so.
February 16th, 9:24 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4. And L Train, thank you for the 10 bits. Wow, we even did go back in time. We did indeed.
Gotta go back in time.
Ugh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. Yeek!
He kind of looks like Frankenstein or like
A little.
Pinhead after he's taken his makeup off. L Train, thank you for the 30 bits. Phoenix in a hospital bed, and that's why you leave the sex bed testing to the Olympians.
Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia.
I didn't do nothing. I swear. I didn't kill nobody.
Harry Falls, my first client.
Wait, is it because the person fell?
Well, there's more to it later,
Okay.
I feel like. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee.
Well, if you didn't put him on death row for 5 years, you wouldn't have escaped.
Carrying that ball around.
Like, yeah, we should have killed him immediately. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him.
Just pull a gun out in the courtroom.
Yeah. So why did you escape anyway? Yes, relaxing small talk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere.
But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
Sorry, I told a little lie.
Oh, he's crying.
Oh boy.
Sion402, thanks for the 100 bits. I forgot to say hello to my 3 favorite peeps. Hope you're all good today. Thank you, Sion.
Aw.
I appreciate the bits. And hello.
Level 2 hype train complete.
We got to a level 2 tier there. That was...
Didn't get to level 5. Next time if we get to level 5, they'll be kissing.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right?
Yeah.
I'm really, really sorry.
Uh-oh. Okay, the internet keeps acting up. Apologies, guys.
It's back.
They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I could never do that.
2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him.
Curry Bottoms, thanks for the bit. Well, at least he is no Hobson, yes.
The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. You did meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true.
I can trust him, right? I mean, I should.
Ha!
Is that Edgeworth?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
You're not going to figure out the truth just by staring at the guy.
I think we all
Stare
know.
at me, kitten.
We all know who Godot is now, I guess.
I know. Martin was like, so is his identity a surprise? And I'm like, yeah, but you know.
Why are you here?
I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with.
I'm gonna throw up on you. Where's Mr. Grossberg?
Speaking of throwing up.
I love Eric Andre. Ha! That old man is probably still in bed.
I love Ichiban Kasuga.
I bet he's... No, you don't. I don't. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep while looking at his shit painting.
Is Grossberg an alcoholic?
Huh.
Maybe. I mean, maybe Godot is and he's just projecting onto other people.
Maybe.
Yeah. Rock Rulin, thanks for the 10 bits. I don't care if this is pre-cyborg Godot. Get that auto-tune on. And Ed Stevens, thanks for the bit. Oh no, he's hot.
Let me see what voice mods I got today.
You don't have to do voice mods.
Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando.
Wait. His initials are DA, but then he ends up as a prosecutor. What are the odds?
Oh, true. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me?
We can't hear you if you're talking. Marin?
Marin, you good?
And
There
I
we
don't know
go.
why I can't. It takes me a while to switch back. I tried switching on voice mod, but it's not working today. So no voice mod.
We'll give you a break from the voice mods today,
Yeah.
so you don't have to keep switching back and forth.
I was thinking it might be funny, but yeah, it doesn't work anyway. So no, you've got it all wrong today. You're the finest.
Oh, Volcanic says, Martin, also get this Diego Armando. And
Go do.
Jay
Go.
Plitterick, thank you for following. And Curry Bottoms, thank you for the bit. Oh, look, good old pre-Scott Summers phase. Keep that Grossberg and his hemorrhoids away.
After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine an escaped death row convict for a first client. You fucking stupid.
Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though. Just leave, Mia. No one can stop you.
Relax, I heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well.
He's that old.
Really?
Yeah, these prosecutors just keep getting younger. However, unlike a certain somebody who I will not mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career, unlike you.
You're calling me
idiot.
stupid?
You are the dumbest bitch.
Genius.
And I am the biggest misogynist. Well, it's about time to head in, kitten.
I don't like that he capitalizes kitten either.
Yeah, I don't like that.
He's a misogynist.
Yeah.
Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time.
Even in punctuation and spelling, he's a misogynist.
That's how you know the intent.
A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from.
Baby Edgeworth.
Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. I'm an idiot.
Stupid, yeah.
I'm not a genius, as mentioned. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice,
I just wanted to fuck him.
I couldn't hold myself back.
What?
It was like the Green Mile.
I love a stupid, stupid man.
You're stupid. I like that.
I like that. I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth.
February 16th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. He's
There
baby.
he is, this boy.
There's our boy.
He's got a fancy suit. He's ready for his first day at court.
Hey, can I be the judge? It's
Yeah, you can be
Canadian
the
judge,
judge.
right? Oh,
Hey.
Yeah, go for it.
Court is
Our
now in
blonde
session
hung-
for the trial of Terry Falls, eh?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
I
You're
so
bullying you
young.
so hard.
Little baby.
I can't actually do a Canadian accent now, but
I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey.
Wait, how old is Miles?
20, I
check?
think?
Can we check?
don't know.
Oh,
we
no,
don't have
Miles.
him yet. He's 20, though.
Okay, he's so young. You got no baby face.
Little baby.
Little man. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
So you're the new prosecutor everybody's talking about, eh? They say you
Sound
joined
like
the prosecutor's office at quite an early age.
L Train, thanks for the 20 bits. Canadian Karibo. What is happening?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay?
Sorry, I just choke on my own goodness sometimes. I'm
On
20,
my own genius.
on my own 20-year-old genius. At 20, Your Honor.
It's like I accidentally inhaled one of these buttons.
Curry Bombs, thanks for the bit. Kristen, what are you doing masquerading as Judgy's brother?
I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh?
Nailed it.
Mr. Armando, what's in that mug?
Bailey's.
Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to
Just
someone
straight-
younger than you.
Straight Bailey's. Huh. Old ass bitch.
All right, that's me.
Young people running a trial? I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct?
Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escape in prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a police woman was murdered. Murdered!
Murder.
Oh, we got acid visuals again.
Oh, no.
I apologize, guys. Give us a sec.
Diego, this is your fault.
Definitely
Error,
his
thank you for
fault.
following. I apologize for the stream melting.
He's too sexy for the stream, unfortunately. He's breaking it with his big baps.
I'm gonna have to like try restarting that router or something. We weren't having this for a long time, and now it's come back.
Yeah.
It could also just be that we have bad luck today.
I mean, it just seems to be happening a lot. All right.
Seems mostly back. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death?
You got a kitten.
Don't call me that.
Well then,
Vagina.
Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. I was 15 and still fapping.
He's like, I've stopped that now. I'm a man of refinement.
My suits kept getting dirty. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old.
Wait.
1 year younger than I. A baby
In this
man.
current moment.
Yeah.
A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted.
And we just said he was guilty. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony.
A witness's testimony.
The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river.
Well, he is doing Von Karma's actions, isn't he?
Oh yeah, like he shares some of the like expressions
animations.
and sprites, yeah.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be...
Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Look, man, he was manipulated and groomed as a child. He can't help it. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne.
Aha, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind: to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes, yes.
What?
It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Oh.
Wait a minute, that's not right.
You can't just decide, sir.
At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I want to make someone guilty. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice.
Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. As my terrible father figure says.
I'm gonna
All the
shove
time,
both of you
shortly
into a
before
locker.
beating me, yeah.
Good God.
Why you're even younger than me, you hypocrite.
Shut
Well
the fuck
then.
up, elder.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness.
I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Now we're gonna see Edgeworth's original color jacket.
It really... You mean gumshoe?
Yeah.
Yes. Oops. Gumshoe. He's never washed
Back when
it
it was
since...
clean.
Yeah, he never washed it since his trial. Witness, state your name and occupation.
Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir.
He's pretty much looks the same otherwise.
Yeah. I think they were gonna do more with it, but they didn't have enough room on the GBA cartridge.
Makes sense.
I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago.
Oh, Bubby.
I don't believe anyone asked you about that.
Bubby, but he's so proud.
Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? Oh, what is it? You're really gorgeous.
Gumshoe.
Excuse me?
Put it away.
No, seriously. My heart, it's aching for you.
Gosh.
How did I forget this?
I forgot that too.
Oh my god, Gumshoe. He's just chaotic bi energy.
Yeah.
I love everyone.
He looks at Edgeworth and he's like, oh my god.
He sees
Two
a
of
puppy.
you?
He sees a puppy. He's like, oh my god, I'm in love. This is my new partner. We're gonna sniff so many drugs together, pal.
And its name was Missile.
Aw. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache.
Rock
'Cause
Ruler.
I'll pound you in the butt.
Okay. Rock Ruler, thank you for the 10 bits. I'm telling Maggie. And Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Phoenix, actually, Gumshoe, put it on me.
Put what on
Put
me?
what on me?
Yeah.
What are we?
What are we,
What are
putting
we
on
saying?
Phoenix?
This-
I'm happy to oblige. I just need to know what.
This chat. We're already within record time. We're horny. I don't understand what's going on.
We started out with fuck with Miles, so
Yes.
Yeah. Martin thought he could take care of me before we went on to stream, and it didn't work.
For the record, I took care of you just fine.
Right, I'm just saying it won't stop the horny.
Right. Ed Stevens, thank you for the bit. Gumshoe is pan now. All right.
He's just yes sexual.
Okay, I got it.
Now, detective, tell us about the incident.
Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself.
Yes, sir, I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here.
Areola map.
Yes, look at my titties. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge.
Derek Anthony, thanks for the 100 bits. Hello, I am late. What did I miss? Not a lot.
Yeah, we haven't gotten too far into this yet.
But essentially, it's a flashback case. Mia is defending a man who escaped prison and is killed a child. And he also
you'll
killed
see.
another woman? Maybe?
You'll see.
All right.
Wait till Shadow.
We haven't gotten there yet. Wait till Shadowbringers. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car.
I had to call Gordon fat.
Hey, thanks for the
He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir.
Oh, that's all right, Darth Modora. I apologize. Sion402, thank you for the gift sub to Bedinsis. I apologize that the chat sometimes gets away from us. It's hard to control.
I don't.
The Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh no, I overslept. Did I miss anything funny? Well, Gumshoe is all about Mia, it seems.
Yeah, he's aching for her.
And Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Previously on Ace Attorney, Tigray, yeah, I killed that guy, but yous can't prove anything. Judge Bailiff, take the witness into custody. Tigray, what? How'd you figure it out? Basically, yeah. Alright.
I see.
Forget you were the judge there
I
for
keep
a sec?
forgetting I'm the judge. I'm too sleepy. I'm sorry.
No
Dusky
worries.
Bridge map added to the cult record.
Was the victim's blood found on the bridge?
The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there.
Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I was some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony.
Sorry, it's my father speaking. My father figure.
Yes, sir.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Is the judge here a younger version of the judge we see during the regular trials? No, this
This is the judge's brother.
This is...
He's Canadian for some reason.
Is it legit his brother? Is that canon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe different mothers.
Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. With some fava beans. Trust me and get ready.
What does that even mean, Mr. Armando?
I really love Hannibal Lecter.
Summary of the incident.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge.
Naturally.
Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up.
One red-hot cross-examination. Hey, settle down there, kitten. Meow. You keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee.
Dragon GMNG, thank you for following.
I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here.
The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, all right. Especially for a beginner.
Do you believe that love can bloom in a courtroom?
Not with
out
this
of here.
guy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here.
Godot's like, I do believe love could bloom in the courtroom. If I could love. Oh! Ha! You got me there.
Why is he, like, intentionally trying to psych her out?
Because he's an asshole. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got. Kitten.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm.
I gotta
Just
say, at least Godot's calling us kitten and not Grossberg telling us about his hemorrhoids.
Literally,
prefer
I'd
that.
rather have Grossberg.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Diego is 27.
Ooh. Ooh.
Edgeworth is 20.
So,
Dubbed a
if Edgeworth
genius.
is 20, how old was Maya or Mia in the first game?
In, like, Ace Attorney 1?
Yeah.
I think she was 27, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. So, and then, so she's 3 years older than Phoenix, so she's 23 here.
Probably. But I don't 100% remember.
There is a massive divide in the chat and the stream between the people who want to be called kitten by Godot and the people who don't want to be called kitten by Godot.
I don't necessarily want to be called, I mean, like, okay, if we were in a relationship, I'd be okay with him calling me kitten.
But this is his coworker.
This is his coworker.
That's true.
I'd shove him down.
I mean, I would too, but not in the coworker context.
Oh my god.
And it would just be like, I just don't see Godot as being a relationship person. You know what I mean?
True.
Derek Anthony,
But I would straight up push him off a cliff.
And he can land on my soft body.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. This assistant here is better than Hemorrhoids Boy from the last Mia case.
Yes.
I like
Agreed.
Hemorrhoids Boy.
At least Mr. Grossberg was funny.
I don't agree.
The Azulamagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Mia is 24 in Trials and Tribulations and 27 in Ace Attorney 1.
Just remember... Oh, I didn't say that
I'm
one.
so sorry.
No worries. It's okay.
And Rock Rillin, thank you for the 10 bits. Marin and Soupy are just as divided as the chat.
That's why we have to have committees to discuss these things.
And L Train, thank you for the 20 bits. Godot, this coffee is so strong today, it has my mug doing the Harlem Shake. All right.
I think we're just pressing.
Right, Sister Hat. I was going to say, that's what I figured was going to happen, yeah. All right, press.
But also, I don't know if I'd date a man who called me kitten at work. There was a man, everyone at work, I worked at a construction rental company, and there's this man that everyone apparently shipped us together just because we were both in our 20s, even though he is an ex-drug addict and had a child, and I was 19. And,
Great.
yeah, one time he came into my office with a booger on his finger. And I was like, what even is that? Like, this is so I can't. I don't even know why I brought this up. Maybe because the unspoken pressure of Mia and Godot's workplace pushed them into a strange relationship. And I don't know.
At my last job, one of the coworker that I was closest with, so there was this pest control guy who also played Pokemon Go. And at the time, I was also really into Pokemon Go.
Right.
So sometimes he would come into my office and we would talk about it for a little bit. And then one day he left, and then my other coworker was like, I think he likes you. This dude was not only married, but at the time his wife was dying.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh my god, his wife is dying. And she was like, maybe he's accepted it. I was like, no.
Wow. Wow. Some people are just so thirsty. They want to pair you off so bad.
Yeah.
God, being a young woman was awful. It was so awful. Like, as an adult now who just does not give a shit, the amount of bullshit I put up with. There was one time this guy came and was like, I had locked my keys in my car, and he came to open my door. And we got on the subject of anime, and then, like, he tried to do one of those things where he's like, oh, you got something on your face. And then he touched my fucking face.
Ugh.
He was, like, trying to do this, like, romantic anime moment. And I'm like, this is weird. We're outside of a toilet rental company. Like, there's no romance here, AAA, sir. Kindly go. I just want my
that's
keys.
so weird.
Yeah. Anyway, being a
Anyway,
woman sucks.
this unknown person, you have no idea who it might be, right?
Vampiro, thanks for gifting a sub to Bear Owl. And Azulamagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Imagine a game where you play as Mia featuring such lovable co-workers as Hemorrhoid Man, mildly condescending coffee addict, and dude, trust me, insanity is the best plea.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls.
What? The defendant? The defendant called her?
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left on her desk.
Victim's note added to the court record.
According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Ugh. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me?
L Train, thanks for the 10 bits. My headcanon is Mia learned all her Grossberg punching skills from Marin due to idiot face touchers.
I do miss Mia smacking Grossberg. That was funny.
That was super funny.
That was the best part. Ha. Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer.
It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me.
Just bought this jacket.
With my first paycheck. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me
I
to.
had a feeling it was Edgeworth.
Yeah. Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky.
Everybody's
Everyone's
into
so
each other.
horny in this game.
Everybody.
This is the horny case. I love
With
it.
that smoochable, kissable face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky.
God, the detective's horny now. I'm horny. Where's Edgeworth gonna go? Humph. With that smoochable face.
With those kissable lips.
So this case is very het, though.
Right? A bridge up in the mountains. But why meet there? Because it is a very important place to the defendant. That's why.
What do you mean by that?
A lot of people are saying they don't like this case.
Interesting.
It's got some things about it.
Oh.
If you remember 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge.
The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls.
Ha! Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic.
I like to think that without the visor on, Armando is just leaking super horny radiation from his body, and so he puts the visor on to contain all of it.
Yes.
Otherwise, everybody just gets really horny in the courtroom and nobody can focus.
Makes
No,
sense.
I feel like after that Ron DeLite case, it may have been broken that day.
The Azlamagia, thank you for the 5 bits. I thought this case was pretty neat. Seeing corrupt Edgeworth again is kind of sad, though.
Yeah, but it is nice to see him in, like, the prime of Edgeworth.
And we get to see the progress that he's made.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder.
The Azlamagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Also, do you think he had to change his clothes to green since he couldn't find his old red suit anymore?
Probably.
Edgeworth?
No, Godot, because he can't
Oh.
see red on white.
Oh,
Right.
that's right.
He probably just looked in the mirror and was like, why am I naked? You know? It was great. We even got to say, don't move. We've got you surrounded.
Godot
Yeah,
would never
usually-
say, why am I naked?
That's true. Good point. Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that?
Absolutely. The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly?
Sergeant Hawthorne must... What were you going to say?
I was gonna say Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned.
Thanks, Mr. Armando, but I've got it from here.
All right.
Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right?
Lord of Dragons 78, thank you for following.
Ha. If that's what happened, then she wouldn't have been killed.
Dragon, that is Marin, my partner, who was voicing this character.
Hello.
She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone.
Dragon says, you're doing the Southern boy proud.
Bless your heart. That's mean.
Mr. Falls had a car then?
And Sir Straw Hat, thanks for the 10 bits. Here's the ironic thing. He can't see red on a white background, hence why he couldn't stop Red White from killing Mia.
I mean, there's other reasons for that too.
That thinker statue's moving on its own.
Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right?
They carpooled.
Yeah, they carpooled to meet there, and that's where they had their shootout.
What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light.
Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves.
I think positively.
Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk.
All that junk. Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there.
Naturally.
Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable.
I don't know how I feel
Well,
about that.
she's dead, sir.
We'll get her a pillow.
She's fine.
She's sleeping okay?
Zero Nova 00, thank you for following. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. So the judge is supposed to sound like Tristan. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I don't know what else to do with this guy. I can't do a good Canadian accent.
I think he's Bullwinkle.
Yeah, that was basically what I was going for, because Moose. I mean, I guess that's not Canadian. I don't know.
The victim. She was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah.
Ha. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back.
Can you shut up, bro? We're talking about a woman here. It's not all about you. I'm going to kill you.
Man?
I'm going to
What
shove
about
you
the
into a
man?
locker, and I'm not going to let you out.
But Kitten, what about all the problems that men have? Did you know that once a woman looked at me and said, "You are not a very nice man," and it made me quite upset for a moment.
I am about to be your problem. I'm going to kill you. You can't tell from this photo, but...
Says Straw Hat, thanks for the 10 bits. If you were going to do a Canadian Moose impression, why not just go full Haruka? I wish I could do a good Haruka Caribou voice.
Haruka Kanata.
But the knife was stuck in her back, nice and firm.
Nice and
Men
firm.
do get stabbed in the back.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Aside from
Yeah,
that...
dead body.
Yeah.
Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange to you.
Objection! This dead body!
Let's look at the note that was from her desk.
Oh yeah, we didn't look at this yet. Confidential
Yeah.
police materials written by the victim. Sion402, thank you for the 50 bits. How is Gordon doing with the other pets? I mean, Gordon himself is not doing too bad, but Tilly's just very excitable around him, I think. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see how that goes. We might let him out after the stream, see how he behaves getting around, but we don't think it's gonna be too much drama. It's just Tilly's taking some getting used to it.
Has he met the other kitties yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of,
Oh, that's good.
Meeple's done a little bit of hissing, but he's
Not that
usually
bad.
like he'll calm down and start cuddling sooner than later, and then Mozzarella will have a few months of hissing and slapping, and then
That's
we'll move
Mozzarella.
on. Yeah, she's the queen.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. I always thought a good Canadian accent was just saying sorry. February
And Hoser.
Hoser.
February 14th,
Hoser.
1:21 p.m. Falls 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Oh, so this is her notes that she took from the call.
Yes.
4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Dahlia being her sister, I assume.
Yes.
I'm doing all right, Blizzard
But
Demon.
she's not wearing a white scarf.
Yeah, no white scarf. So I should present this note?
I think so. Right there, yeah. There we go. Witness.
You see, I don't think I'd find Mia... This is weird. I wouldn't find Mia nearly as cute without the beauty mark, I don't think. There's something about that beauty mark that
Really?
makes her look interesting to me.
It's
She,
just
it removes the symmetry from her face.
yeah.
What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye?
I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that.
You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. I have no strong feelings one way or another.
Hump. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Only if I can choke you with it.
Says Straw Hat, thanks for the 10 bits. Martin, doesn't that raise any red flags? Valerie Hawthorne's sister is named Dahlia. Yes, it certainly raises a lot of red flags.
Candy?
Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. How old
I'm
are you
like
now?
23.
18.
Oh, come on, Mia. Shake it off. You're a lawyer.
Imagine
Detective.
a fucking man talking like that to you on your first day on the job.
I
Eat
would
my dick,
decapitate
sir.
him.
Yeah, eat my giant dick.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Gumshoe.
Will do. This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said.
I just saw Martin giggling from my Gumshoe eating my dick.
Yes, ma'am. Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note?
Rock Rulin, thanks for the 10 bits. It's kind of neat that both Edgeworth and Phoenix have some of the same animations as their mentors. It's neat, yeah, it is neat. It's a neat detail.
It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. And you know once you put on a scarf, you can't take that shit off.
That never comes off.
It's impossible.
That's locked on.
It
Rocker
attaches.
Gamer, aren't they dating at this point? I don't know if...
I don't think they are at this point.
No.
Phoenix and Miles definitely aren't. And Mia and
Diego.
Godot are not.
The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, the special request. I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where's the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo.
All I see is a bitch.
Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it. Ah!
Still a table even back then.
The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this?
I see the defense is a little lacking.
I'm gonna shove you in a locker, kid.
How many lockers do you have?
I got a whole row of them, just for nerds.
The scarf you are searching so desperately for. Is it this one perchance?
Azal Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. It's kind of weird to think that Mia was more experienced in the tutorial case, while she's more of a rookie in this late game case.
It's really weird for this one not to be like the tutorial case. Ah!
Yeah, that scarf isn't white.
Where did you find that, sir?
On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation.
I just, tampered with the crime scene.
Who's yelling?
Is that Gordon Freeman?
Yeah. He'll like eat and then he'll eat and yell at me and then eat a little more and then yell at me.
Why? Why didn't you tell me?
You're so fat. I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. Boo, boo, boo. It's the safest place I know. Oh, that hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested. Miles is like, fucking, yes, this is not pink, it is, aubergine. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for.
It looks like it spent some time in the mud.
I hope that's mud.
Come here. Oh, my fat man. Oh, there he is. Oh, fat
Derek
man.
Anthony, thanks for the 100 bits. I wonder why Edgeworth always chooses to dress like a hotel bellboy.
That's rude. Why do
seen...
you dress in your t-shirts and your shorts? Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time.
He's a fat cat. He's a big old fat cat.
The court will accept the scarf into evidence.
He is a big old fat kitty cat. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself,
I am not finished.
I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Faye?
Sly in a sense, thank you for following.
Okay, here you go. Bye,
Boy, would I
Faye.
like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck.
Yes, please. Very good. Yes, very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf strangling business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Ms. Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on that bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there.
That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it.
It's my favorite bedtime story.
Ugh. Everything is moving at his whim.
So, Straw Hat, thanks for the 5 bits. Why does he sound like a southern plantation owner? Who are we talking about here?
Because I want him to. Isn't it wonderful how that works? Don't forget, kitten, there's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius.
A genius, huh?
Events on Dusky Bridge.
Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows her wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on.
It's like a Carmen Sandiego picture.
A little bit, yeah. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off.
Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up.
It is about a 40-feet drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below.
Yeah, how's he going to stab her in the back in that scenario?
Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway?
Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party.
Probably young, what's her name?
Dahlia?
No, she was all about taking pictures in all those games. What's her name?
Lotta.
Lotta, yeah.
A lot of... She just shows up here, too.
I am a photographer.
Aha! A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom?
What a bunch of suck-ups.
Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify.
Ninja
And you know
Warlord.
we have no ways of making people do that.
If they don't want to do it, what are you going to do?
She said no, and I was like, oh, I can't do anything. My hands are tied.
I wonder if you could, like, force somebody to testify against their will. Because you
I mean,
can't
you
physically...
You have to subpoena them, and if they don't show up, they get arrested.
Yeah, but, like, if you're sitting on a fucking, like, stand and you told them no, like, a million times, they cannot physically compel you to testify unless they just threaten to put you in jail, in which case, like, okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can also, like, just go in and just be like, I plead the fifth and leave, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. Although that would imply some sort of self-inflicted testimony, I suppose, but...
Well, that it exists to not incriminate yourself, so...
Right. I just, you
It
know,
makes you look
sometimes-
suspicious, but they can't, like, you know, make any decisions based off that, I don't think.
Suddenly, I'm now the prime suspect. I'd just be like, eat my butt. That's what he said. To you, personally, eat my butt.
I plead the eat my ass.
Yeah.
And I leave.
That's my D&D character. I plead, eat my ass, and then I leave.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 100 bits, and I'm not sure what you're referencing when you say, where is the squeaking?
Tilly.
Oh, yeah,
Tilly? Right, of course. No, Tilly killed her squeak toy very
yeah.
thoroughly.
Multiple.
Apologies if you were looking forward to the ASMR of Tilly chewing a chew toy. And L Train, thank you for the 10 bits. Well, Edgeworth forced Adrian Andrews to testify in the Nickel Samurai case. Yeah.
She was compelled to testify by manipulation. He didn't force her to do anything. I hate that word force. Like, I don't know. That's a whole other conversation.
Did you say this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor.
So it's not Lotta.
Not Lana.
Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel her to testify. I bet it's Dahlia.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Judge. He's like, I
Possibly.
gotta listen to all the testimony and see all the evidence before I can make a decision about that.
Witness's photo added to the court record.
Fucked up, Judge.
How dare you? Innocent until proven guilty? What the fuck? So as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity.
Derek Anthony, thanks for the 100 bits. Lotta's mom, maybe. I don't know if it was long enough ago for it to be Lotta's mom, although for all we know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And so Straw Hat, thank you for the 5 bits. Don't know if you heard about the news regarding NXT, but it does not look good for them going forward. Yes, I heard that the plans are to turn it into basically a star-producing factory where they're all just focusing on big guys that they want to push as main event, like main attractions. And I'm just like, that's really not what I wanted out of NXT, or I'm sure nobody else wanted that. Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. How does this guy ever decide on a ruling? He's not sure how he feels about anything. Well, I assume you just got to convince him one way or another, I guess. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm struggling to really think of,
No worries.
of funny answers to these questions.
I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge.
The truth is becoming clear to me now. I see all.
Huh?
Never mind, I just had a guess.
Yes, it's quite obvious he's clearly guilty.
Not again. That's not fair. I haven't done my cross-examination yet.
Coy McLeod, thank you for the 5 bits. Yo, finally saw the Mummy movies. Where was all the Millennium items? Brendan Fraser and the Scorpion King didn't play a single card game. It was...
Fucking The Rock.
It was...
How dare you?
It was a...
Hobby Lobby probably had those.
Massive oversight.
I still can't believe fucking... I was just talking to Martin the other day. I was like, you remember there was that whole court case where Hobby Lobby was like, we don't want to pay for IUDs because they thought it like aborted fetuses or something. I don't fucking know what they thought.
Oh,
and then
my
the
God.
government was like, I'm not arguing anything. I'm just mentioning
No,
their
I know.
weird
I'm not
thought
saying...
process.
I'm just... We're running the gamut of things.
Anyway, all of this was determined by the only reason why I bring it up is because the government decided that they could make such intimate decisions on another person's life because the company was so small and run by like 1 or 2 people. So clearly, it's just a small company and they should be able to invade people's privacy that much. I don't fucking know. And then it comes to find out that they have enough money that they're just buying priceless historical artifacts
they're buying ancient artifacts.
Stolen from other
hoarding them.
countries. Yeah, and putting them in their Bible museums. I'm just like, what?
That's their
How is
hobby,
that?
and they
They're
put
so
it in their
small.
lobby.
Yeah, that's just a tiny, tiny, tiny company with billions of dollars.
L-Train.
Anyway.
L-Train, thanks for the 10 bits. Judge at me, all he's missing is a Zavari. I don't know. Luke at me. I don't know. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 100 bits. LK, have you ever thought about streaming one of the Final Fantasy games? I certainly would like to stream Final Fantasy 9 because that's my favorite one.
Well, you streamed 14 for a while.
Yeah. Vampiro, thanks for the 5 bits. Hey, now the Scorpion King movie spin-off was mostly decent. Didn't see it myself. I can't weigh in on that one. Oof. But I've never enjoyed any of those Mummy movies myself. I know a lot of people.
Mostly decent is a glowing review.
A lot of people.
I thought the first one was fun.
I mean, if I saw it, it's gone from my brain.
Oh, we should watch it. I like the first one. It's cute.
So Straw Hat, thanks for the 10 bits. I'm the government, I'm the government, I'm the reason nothing works. I assume that's a song lyric of something. I don't know how to say that. Anyway.
What do you mean,
Tracy, I will fight you on that. I do not agree that 7 is the best.
That's one of my, I would say top 3.
Oh my god. I don't know if I can even say I have a top 3 of Final Fantasy. Like, I mean, it's not that the games... I just don't feel as strong of a connection to them anymore, I don't think.
I mean,
But-
I gave up after Tactics, which was in 1998, up until literally like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I liked... I tried 7 first, and like, there's no tutorial, so I was like, I can't play this game. I had no idea what I was doing. And then I got 8, or I borrowed 8 from somebody, and there's nothing but tutorials in that one. But I did like that one. Honestly, though, I think maybe like Final Fantasy 15 might be one of my favorites, just because I like the driving around, and Noctis was cute in the pictures.
Next month, you can buy the car at the Gold Saucer in
Oh yeah,
14.
I do want the car.
So he has a statement where, like the one where he said that he shoved her down and stabbed her in the back, right?
Yeah.
But in the photo, so like the scarf got dirty, but in the photo, there's no dirt on her jacket. So I think we're presenting that photo.
Mm.
For this statement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there should be dirt on her jacket if he actually did shove her down.
I see. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. LK, you're going to play the Final Fantasy VII remake. It's not a priority for me. Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. It's a song from MST3K, I see. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Does anybody know if Vincent is going to be in the remake of Final Fantasy VII? I would assume.
He's probably gonna be.
There's no confirmation as far as I know, but it would be weird if he wasn't.
They brought Yuffie, so there's no way they're not bringing back Vincent.
Right.
But at this point, who even knows the method in which they are going to be making this game? Is it going to be like just DLC from now on? Is it going to be a main, like one giant game with a bunch of little DLC cases? Like, because they've already released like what, 3 different DLC or something for Final Fantasy VII R.
I thought it was just the intergrade one so far.
Maybe.
But I'm not sure because I still haven't finished that.
Right. Yeah, I feel people talk to me about their Final Fantasy VII auditions, and I just can't keep track of what is what anymore.
I think we're
shit.
presenting the trunk photo, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
The Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. I don't know if you like the series or not, but did you see the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure promo for Stone Ocean? It looks so fancy.
That's the one with Joylene, right? I think.
Yes.
The Lady Joe.
I know nothing about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't really watch anime.
Yeah, I don't know much about it at all.
I only know the one episode I was in where my dogs got eaten by a giant bird in Star Crusaders, and then I know a little bit about the new one coming out because Kira Buckland is like really into Jolene, and she like cosplays her and retweets pictures and all this other shit, and she really wants to be Jolene, but that's all I know.
Sir Strawhead, thank you for the 5 bits. All I know is if they don't bring back Steve Bloom for Vincent, fans will riot. Well, I imagine...
I would not bet on it.
I wouldn't bet on it. I mean, him being
No.
back, I wouldn't bet on that.
There is not a single returning cast member, so I don't think that's going to happen. We just watched Advent Children last night.
We did, yeah.
Does it hold up? Is it still great?
I love
no.
it.
No. But the extended version is much better actually than the original version.
I don't know that I've ever watched the extended version.
I only just saw it the first time in like 2019 or something. I didn't even know. Complete, I think is what it's called. But yeah, they like add a whole bunch of like scenes showing what the geostigma is, and then they add a little bit more for like there's a scene in the beginning with Elena and Sang, and there's more like fighting with all the friends at the end and stuff.
Yeah, because what that movie needed was more fighting.
Well, at least the characters are in the movie more than just like,
Yeah.
hey, here we are. All right, let's throw you up in the air. Bye, Cloud. Like,
I was mad that Sid was only in it for like 3 seconds. Just for
Exactly.
the banana thing, and then
banana. He's the hottest.
So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct?
We were trying to do fuck, marry, kill with Laws, Yazoo, and Kadaj, and it just didn't work.
It's just kill, kill, kill.
Yeah, kill a kill.
Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere.
Derek Anthony, thanks for the 100 bits. I also like the complete version.
Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right.
Her baps.
Her baps are suspicious.
Your baps are suspicious.
Well, by
Baps
all
are
means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions that day?
Her jacket.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Are
it's the
Yaz,
jacket.
Laws, and Kadaj, are they all Sephiroth? Really? Is that why Genova was inside of him and then he turned into Sephiroth? And then he said, I'm here, and then he transformed back into Kadaj, and then, wow. Mind blown. Never put that together before.
Naturally, the answer is right on the baps.
Yeah.
The victim's baps? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about them.
That's exactly what's strange. Remember the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud.
Look at those clean-ass honkers.
Those are the cleanest honkers I've ever seen.
That's exactly right.
Stella Coyote, thanks for the 10 bits. Didn't you know Edge Boy Cloud and Steve Blum's Vincent were all audiences wanted in 2005? Ain't no time for other characters.
It's true, we needed to know Vincent's character arc of buying a phone.
The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled.
Objection! I missed that. Big boy, I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day.
And so was I.
Oh, swamp ass. However, that doesn't mean that the
Grossberg is
top...
still here in spirit, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Nobody's hemorrhoids are dabbing, though. I'll never forgive you for that. That doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, and I do think about you falling in the shower, his glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not muddy.
He's
Fucking suck up.
buttering him up.
He knows he plays hockey.
Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken.
Can you prove the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
The surface of the bridge, huh?
Ha! A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this.
Neither would a real woman.
Yeah, tell
I'm
him,
gonna
Mia.
kill you.
Your trial, your murder trial will be the next one.
Of course I can. Here's the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy.
The
Yeah.
scarf?
Yeah. The evidence is this scarf.
Ugh.
It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
No, can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo.
What the fuck?
I'm going to shove you.
Oh, 20-year-old little piece of shit coming out. Little
Same to
turtle
you,
heads
buddy.
poking
I'm
out.
calling him a himbo.
Novice himbo.
Miss Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me. I agree with the bimbo.
I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf, as well as my status as a himbo and her status as a bimbo. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Emily Seri, thank you for following.
Huh?
For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
All right. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
Yeah, boy.
Rock Rulin, thanks for the 10 bits. Future Edgeworth needs to rip a hole in time and space and slap past Edgeworth in his stupid past face.
There's like a line in the sixth case, or in the sixth game, I think it is, where Edgeworth is like, I think I've mellowed out quite a bit. And I'm like, aw, Edgeworth, you have, you big dummy. Ha.
He's a dad now.
He's a dad. He's married, he's settled down. You're doing pretty good for a little kitten.
Mr. Armando.
See,
You're
she
not
wouldn't
doing
say
well.
Mr. Armando if they were together. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. But he's coming onto her hard. No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence is one of those three. Table. Flat ass.
What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over here that said it.
But we sound exactly alike.
It was the misogynist over here that said it.
Where's the massage therapist?
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know, even no matter what the end of game one might have suggested.
Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court.
Derek Anthony, thanks for the 100 bits. Is there any word on how long ago was this case before the main timeline?
6 years?
6 years.
6 years?
6 years
Well,
from the
I
current
think it's
time.
6 years from before Trials and Tribulations.
So 3 years from the original
Yes.
one.
Sorry, did I skip a line?
No.
Okay.
But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yes. The false evidence in this case is the.
I assume the
I think
photo.
it's the. I think it's the witness.
Yeah. Because that's pretty sus.
Yeah, because you can't see who anybody is.
Yeah.
Bailey Gaming asks, what year does it happen in? So it's 6 years before 2019, 2018? So it's
2019.
so it's like 2013.
So 2013.
Something like that, yeah.
2013, abouts.
So we all should have better cell phones than they do.
About the photo that the prosecution claims was taken by a witness. It certainly seems to show a man in a prison uniform and a woman in a coat.
Hey, Danny with the daylight.
Mm-hmm.
However, we can't tell any more than that from the photo.
Are you saying that the people in the photo may not be the victim and the defendant?
Well, that's certainly a possibility.
So perhaps it was another prisoner and a policewoman. I admit people have their quirks. Perhaps they were part of a role-playing group. I've done that before.
They were LARPing crime.
I do enjoy LARPing.
Well, I suppose that's also possible. I guess.
You messed up again, kitten.
So then I guess that wasn't it.
Oh. Azel Margia, thank you for the 5 bits. Mia seems like the kind of person who wouldn't put up with half of the bullshit that Diego is saying. I wonder if this is a localization thing and Diego is less snide in Japanese.
I think we just forget how much bullshit we used to put up with.
Yeah.
Like, it's gotten a lot better, I'll say that, but damn, there was a
Yeah.
lot of unintentional, quote-unquote, sexism happening back then.
Mr. Armando.
There should be something else that's even more suspicious. Now think the whole thing over again.
From this point on, Miss Fay, I will penalize you for making unsubstantiated accusations.
Ugh. Don't do it, Mia. Don't cry until you get home.
Oh.
Yeah, cry in the car.
In any case,
That's how you do.
this court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know.
Blame it on him.
This is
Your
all
Honor.
repeated.
Oh, it is, yeah. What?
Yeah.
So we did fuck it up. Oh, I'm sorry.
Blame it on the boys.
So I think
who
it's the
know
witness's
what to
testimony.
do. Blame it on the girl.
For some reason, I
bothering
forgot
you.
that the witness's testimony referred to Gumshoe's testimony.
Mm.
Oh.
It is a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back.
Push him down.
She pushed him down. He pushed her down. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us.
She's a lying hoe.
She's a lying hoe, Your Honor. That testimony is filled with holes.
By a
Filled with
hole.
hoes.
After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
That's true.
Ha! It's not just true, it's the truth.
What? What are you saying? Bless you. Bless you.
Gosh.
Fuck. If there was truly a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place. He ain't got shit.
Your Honor. The defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness.
Oh, bless you.
Bless you. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
This newbie thinks he can pass this shit under my nose. It's not good enough.
I'm gonna smother him, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all.
You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time.
You're right.
Yeah.
Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time.
L Train, thank you for the 10 bits. I swear that snort gets me every time. Hey, Ogrima.
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. He called me a bimbo.
What does the fucking mean?
What does he mean by bimbo?
What do I mean by himbo?
I don't think himbo's been invented yet in 2013.
Now, let's proceed with the testimony.
I could invent himbo.
Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons... Summon Skull in defense mode! The woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
Why would you summon Summon Skull in defense mode?
I don't know.
It has, like...
He's not a good Yu-Gi-Oh
It
player,
has
he's a lawyer.
1,200 points. Defense points.
All right,
Yeah,
then-
Martin, he sucks at it.
He sucks
He's
at
gonna play guitar and he summons Karibo then. Are you happy?
Nerd.
Now he's got even less points.
Andrew Dickerson, thank you for the 5 bits. Have you noticed that Miles' sprite's taking on a lot of Von Karma's mannerisms? Yes, we've had that pointed out, and yes, it is very notable. Obviously,
Haunting.
he's this is corrupt Edgeworth.
He's a puppet.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
Edgeworth has the outfit for Yu-Gi-Oh, but not the skill.
He thought that's all you need.
And he would summon Karibo in attack mode. Thank you, Bucket Tato. We'll just make Martin hurt even more. Witness, what is your name and occupation? Oh, fuck. It's gonna be
Bitch.
a woman again.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Time to get girly. Dots.
Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter.
My heart is not going pitter-patter, for the record. I don't give a shit.
Miles is like, I think my heart rate slowed down.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am even less impressed than I was coming in.
When I look at you, how can I put it? You
Everyone's
look
getting
as
hit on.
scrumptious. You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. That's
A
some Tim
double-double? How
Hortons.
very Californian.
No, that's Tim Hortons.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
we've got double-double in In-N-Out, too.
Yeah, the other judge who's from Japanifornia would appreciate an In-N-Out double-double.
I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
Ew! Ew!
He wants the double-double.
Why are men? Why are men?
That's a very good question. Why are men?
Glitch Gaming, thank you for the 10 bits. I heard people shouting bitch and I ran over. Who needs me? Oh dear. And Ed Stevens, thank you for the bit. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Boo. And Derek Anthony, thanks for the 100 bits. Her again. Yes, this is technically the
Her
first
again.
time.
Her.
Technically the first time that these characters have encountered her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hate her.
Hey, not so fast.
This is the woman that proves Phoenix's heterosexuality. I can't even finish.
Shora Art,
Neither could he.
good to see you. Shora Art did the thumbnail art, I believe, for the Millennium Microphone episode I was just on this weekend. L Train 4444, thank you for the 100 bits. I love how most people who play this either think of In-N-Out or Tim Hortons when they get to this part. And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. On behalf of my gender, I am so sorry. And the Aslamagia, thank you for the 5 bits. This case has more inappropriate flirting than I remember. Not like this.
It gets worse from here, actually.
Oh.
Jesus. So much flirting. Miles is like, I'm already over all this sexuality in the courtroom. So much heterosexuality.
He's like, can we get to the plot?
Yeah, I'm not really into this. As I said before.
Sorry, I had my headphones off.
This witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. The way you called that woman a bimbo earlier. Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man.
He's such a gentleman. He sure doesn't act like one to me.
Yeah, he called her a fucking bimbo!
He called me a bimbo.
Ed Stevens.
But see, the judge doesn't give a shit because he wasn't called a bimbo.
Ed Stevens, thank you for the bit. Edgeworth, ha, hetero. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 100 bits. Everybody in this case needs to take a cold shower.
Godot just needs to jump into a pool, a cold pool.
And drown there.
Sir?
Yes, my dear?
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes.
Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Yeah, you need to be delicate with her as if you were handling a hawthorn.
Thorns. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
You're disgusting.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is Hot Bitch. Hot Bitch at large. My name is, Melissa Foster. Oh, you lying. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. I have a really stupid boyfriend. Oh, that's me too. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate?
In the middle of nowhere. Wow! How can you be so mean?
And Glitch Gaming, thank you for the 50 bits. I need an Ultra Ball to capture that shiny Edgeworth. Can't let him get away with that horrible witch stay on screen too long. She's more annoying than Mo. P.S. Her canon name is now Hot Bitch. I don't make the rules.
I'm Hot Bitch.
Now, see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
That's what she said.
Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
It's not like the dick I told Godot to eat earlier.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 100 bits. I don't know why, but the sprite of her makes her look like a stereotypical Disney princess with the butterflies surrounding her. Yes, I'm
I
sure
think that was the point,
So-
yeah.
that's definitely
Innocent.
intentional, yeah.
I'm fucking innocent.
Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this has taken. Is she staring at me?
Halia Dawthorne.
I'm actually a lesbian. And you would be. I ache for you.
Huh? I'm the defense lawyer.
The-
My name is Mia Fey.
The one character who's not getting hit on by that character, and you added it.
Dots. I see. So you are.
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Sure, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
Witness, are you okay?
Just warming up.
The witness's photograph.
I. It's such a quiet voice. I was using. I can't make weird noises anymore. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. When I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting.
Am I supposed to know who Dahlia's mother is?
Not yet.
That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. You fucking liar, just shows them standing across from each other. And then right after that, I called the police.
Yeah, I think that is the thing that we have to present, actually. Because it doesn't show the moment of anything.
No, they're
Yeah,
just looking at
Just
each other.
looking. Yeah.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
On your dick. I believe the map would be of help here. Oh, right, Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa.
I was standing right over here.
Just careful you don't turn the gain up too high there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Volcanic Ash, so thank you for the 10 bits. So can we take the time to talk about how she needs an umbrella? Because it's about to rain on this bitch, right?
Rain down justice. I was standing in a beautiful field, surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. It's obnoxiously pink.
What a cute camera! Just like its owner. You're so
Get off.
cute. Would you
Get
give
off
me
my
that?
dick. Get the fuck off my dick, old man.
All right then, Miss Fay. Time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Throw it
Stop
at you.
bullying me.
I can literally poison whoever I want and get away with it. It's fine. I'm fine.
Alright. They just started fighting. Boom.
That one. Yeah.
The crucial
Yeah.
moment of what? The good, the bad, and the ugly?
A crucial moment of them staring at each other intensely. Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant?
Jackie Vis 335, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. We're just playing Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. We're on the 4th case, and we're about an hour into it. 2 hours into it.
Eat shy.
All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as the crucial moment.
She's seen enough anime to know that they have to stand and stare at each other dramatically before the crucial moment.
They're building up their power first. Why haven't you presented a photo like that?
You fucking lying, ugly bitch.
What the?
God.
She's like, ugly?
That is so mean.
Well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was. Bitch.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Mr. Snikey, thank you for the 10 bits. Mia, Judge, watch out where you slam that gavel of yours. Judge, you're not my boss. Slam. Ouch!
Don't. My apologies, young lady.
Volcanic Ash Soap, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix, understanding that defense lawyers work minimum wage in this universe, decided to open up a maid service where he and Edgeworth go around from house to house, ensuring that houses are left spotless. The name of his agency, Phoenix Wright.
I don't know how I feel about the phrase clean us.
Clean us.
We're on to something, but maybe not with that name.
Dustbringer 13, thank you for the 5 bits. Maybe they were stand users. I know about stands, I know that.
That's a JoJo.
But Miss Faye's
That's a
assertion is
JoJo.
not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he?
And make me feel like a dick.
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
Hazelmagia suggests Kleenex Right.
You
Then
ran
that
out
just
of
sounds like... Never mind.
you ran out of film in the year 2013, which this is.
I'm trying to remember when I got my first my first iPhone, because I think that's when like I just gave up on buying cameras, basically. It must have been 2012.
Yeah, I remember picking up a camera when I started going to conventions and then quickly realizing, oh, I could just get a phone.
Yeah. Although you still didn't have a smartphone until you were in the U.S.
Yeah, not for a long time.
What a bunch
Yeah.
of suck-ups.
Melissa.
Oh, this photo was the last one.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 100 bits. I wonder, why does she have the umbrella open inside the courtroom? Is there a roof leak or something?
I'm trying not to get a tan on my beautiful ghost.
Can we check the camera just to make sure she's not lying really quick? Maybe it is a digital camera.
Small but powerful model.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't say.
She's like, I ran out of film.
Fanatic Zach, I can only assume they had the games take place in the, at the time, distant future, like by a decade, just because it's so wacky and out there that it almost...
It was I think it's supposed to, it's as we've said many times, it's supposed to be a satire of the Japanese law system. So I feel like if you want to have something kind of spin a little bit out of control, but not too much, you set it like maybe 10, 15 years in the future, and that way you can sort of pretend, oh, this could fucking happen if we don't change our ways, you know.
And Derek Anthony, thanks for the 10 bits. Maybe she borrowed that from Lotta Hart. Yeah, could
My
be.
$1,700 camera.
What?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. Very
They
pretty
sucked.
flowers. Oh, the flowers were great, but the photographers were awful. All of the other photos are of the witness herself playing among the wild flowers.
Volcanic Ash Soap, thanks for the 10 bits. Lotta Fart.
That's Marin.
Should have had the auto-tune on for that.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos?
Oh.
Called an automatic timer, bitch.
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So it just counts down and then takes a picture.
So you took photos of yourself?
Yeah, it's fucking
People don't
2013.
do that.
It's fucking 2013. I can take a selfie if I want. Thank you. I'm on Instagram. Follow me at Dahlia Hawthorne.
That's a weird username for my Melissa. I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Follow me on Instagram at Canadian Judge _A whatever.
Something hockey. Please, no details.
But my deeds.
I don't want to hear about your nudes, Your Honor.
My deeds.
I post shirtless photos and pictures of my lunch.
My Instagram gives me super influencing powers. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Chotomate. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo?
Tell us about this Instagram of yours.
Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
Can't take photos with eyes.
Aren't I clever?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
So I would like take the gain a little bit back from wherever you are at right now.
I mean, I'm going back and forth. It's never
Okay.
the same.
I know, but it's just sometimes you're going real loud.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Volcanic Ash, so thank you for the 10 bits. If it makes you feel better, your voice for the judge's brother is what the entirety of Canadian Parliament sounds like when they're on their off days vacationing. Same with half my co-workers and myself when I'm not on voice calls.
See, you're
Wow.
doing great.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk.
Ha! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. And you're sickening.
Yeah, every single person in this room makes me want to throw up.
I'm gonna fill up the bathroom sink with water, and I'm gonna shove your face in it, and I'm gonna hold it down.
Until the bubbles stop. If we're lucky, a ghost will poop and the water will turn brown.
If we're lucky.
Phasmophobia reference, in case anybody needed explanation as to why a ghost would poop.
Can I step away for a sec?
Yeah, sure, by all means. We've
In
been
that
going
case,
for-
I will also take a break real quick.
Absolutely, we'll take a
You're
quick
back.
break. Hey guys, thanks for joining us for today's stream. I apologize that I'm very low key. I'm really tired. I'm actually way more tired than I thought I was, and so I do apologize. If I'm not on my A game today, if I seem a bit out of it, I didn't really get much sleep the last 2 days. So hopefully I'll pick up as we go. You all right? Oh, gotcha. Welcome, those of you who've joined us midstream. We did have a content warning at the start of this one because there is some potentially triggering content in this case wherein somebody is manipulated into poisoning themselves. So a warning to anybody who is triggered by suicidal ideations or visuals or themes. That is something that will be coming up. But for now, I think everything seems to be just the usual Phoenix Wright affair for the time being. Derek Anthony, thanks for the 10 bits. I wonder if Mia is holding back the urge to slap Melissa/Dahlia. I can guarantee you that she's holding that urge back. Yes, Azelmarga, I only know about it because Soupy mentioned it before we started streaming. Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 10 bits. Hugs, hope you feel better soon, LK. And thank you for streaming. Hugs, you're the best. Thank you, Wildfire Vivi. I probably would have skipped today if I'd known I was going to be this tired, but I don't... It's okay. We'll get through it. I'm sure it won't be that much longer. Probably another hour or two. And, I'll just get a nap or something. Well, tomorrow I'll be streaming Duel Links. Tomorrow and Tuesday. And Wednesday we're obviously back with Phoenix Wright again. And I would like to play Yakuza Thursday, Friday, Saturday if I feel up to it. I'm sorry that I haven't felt up to it a lot lately. Volcanic, thanks for the 10 bits. I'm sorry, let me take some water. Volcanic, thank you for the 10 bits. It's funny because even at your most out of it, you're still very entertaining. Either way, I hope you can feel a little bit better soon as well as get a nap in. You're the best. Volcanic, thank you so much. Hey. Is this in the Switch trilogy? Yes, I think this is part of the trilogy that's available on the Switch. This is the third game in the original trilogy. Yeah. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I start my new job Monday the 18th. Well, congratulations, Derek. I hope it goes well. I sincerely hope that your co-workers treat you with respect, and that you find yourself. Welcome back. I hope that the job treats you well.
I keep calling Gordon Gumshoe.
I know, right? Vicky from Berlin, that's really wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for watching the YouTube stuff during the lockdown. That blows my mind. I hope that you're doing okay today. I'm sorry, I'm so out of it.
It's good.
Tracy, thank you for the 100 bits. Please take care of yourself first, hon. You say the same to me all the time. Love you loads. Well, I appreciate that, Tracy. I'll try my best.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Willkommen Sie auf Berlin.
Thank you.
And Vicky from Berlin, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Is this a new testimony here, or?
I think we've got some extra
Suddenly
statements
they
at
just
the end,
started
maybe?
fighting. Oh, that's new. That's new.
10 yards.
And then suddenly they just started fighting was new.
Volcanic, thanks for the 10 bits. If you do need to stop mid-case and get some rest in, I don't think anyone would begrudge you for that. You're a friend of everyone. I mean, we'll soldier on.
Yeah.
We'll see how we're doing.
I mean, I do think there's a break in this case if we want to. Because we've already been going 2 hours and we haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah, that's true.
That might be a good stopping point if you're feeling like you need to stop.
I might request
in the middle
that.
today.
I might request that. So she only got 10. Should I press this?
Yeah, try it.
Okay.
So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him?
Well, it's a narrow bridge and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off.
Zalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. In the spirit of this game, Martin drinks 17 cups of coffee to get through the case.
Please don't drink 17 cups of coffee. Jesus
I
Christ.
can't really drink 1 cup of coffee, honestly.
Yeah, drinking 1 cup of coffee is bad enough for you.
I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Ha! You have a good sixth sense.
You see dead people.
I mean,
Right
she
now.
does, though.
You're looking
does?
at one right now. Well, she is dead. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why. And then scream.
If Terry
Terry!
Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
I'm fucking innocent as shit.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're gonna have to come up with something really good, Mia.
Really good.
Can we look at the map again?
Sure.
Pew,
No.
pew.
There we go. Okay,
That's the
so
bridge map.
she was.
So she was down underneath that little point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I
yeah.
can't remember what side the victim was on. So could she have turned around and
Because there's like a
ran
big
10
hole right
yards?
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because she was facing the victim.
Right. So that must be it.
Yeah, there's no way.
Okay.
So I guess where she says the 10 yards thing.
Oh,
I'm a fucking
my bad.
liar. I'm
You're
a
good.
fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. I fucking lied.
Gordon! He's sunbathing. He's so fat.
all right.
Objection.
Witness, your testimony is a joke.
Wow.
Damn.
What? But I just...
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions.
You're a piece of shit, Miss Hawthorne.
There's no possible excuse, you piece of shit.
You say there were 2 contradictions?
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then...
She would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have run even 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
No!
What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court?
Oh my god, it's almost...
Unheard of.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I hate women, but... Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
What do you mean?
There's one major mistake in this diagram. Updated autopsy report.
What did you say?
Updated autopsy.
What are you referring to?
The autopsy report in this diagram is outdated.
I updated the autopsy of this bridge. It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It is a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it.
So you're saying...
I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove the bridge was broken during the incident.
A
Does it not show it in the photo?
I am smart, baby
I guess
man.
you can't see.
I am full of brain think.
I know, big word.
Momomo Meow, thank you for following.
Meow. Meow. You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo that you just tried to look at, and I caught you. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence.
We could go look at the bridge, or we could just send it to right now.
Well, also, like, if he's claiming that you can't prove the bridge wasn't in disrepair, he can't prove the bridge was in repair.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, this goes both ways, Mr. Edgeworth.
Much like Mr. Edgeworth.
You're always on his side, though, because he's hot.
Yeah,
Huh? What do you mean?
Sorry, did I skip a line?
you did, but
I'm
whatever.
sorry.
No worries. You're good.
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward. That beautiful himbo coward.
With his handsome man face.
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No. It wasn't your fault at all.
Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed. All right.
I gotta say, oh, I'm sorry, but I gotta say, I'm so glad they finally put in the history option, where you can, like,
Yeah, I do love that.
yeah, where you can press that button and just read back a few lines and stuff.
Mhm.
That's so nice, especially when I fall asleep.
All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
I love it for when I'm like, I go through like 5 lines of dialogue and then I realize afterward that I didn't read any of it.
Yeah, you're just like, must
I
press
just
button, make words go
absorbed
fast.
nothing. Yeah.
Yep, that's ADD.
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster.
There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
I realized that Edgeworth has a perfect prosecution record.
At
Well,
this-
this is his
Well,
first
this is
baby
his first
trial.
case.
Yeah.
Well-
Baby.
Well, can't he... I'm saying, like, if he has a perfect record later, he must win this.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Running from the crime.
I want to do my hair like hers.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked up her.
He picked up her arms.
Da, 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 da.
They just fell off right after that.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms.
The Azalmagia,
picked
thank you
her
for the
up.
5 bits. Imagine being a cut stenographer and having to record all of Edgeworth's disgruntled noises whenever he's caught off guard by evidence. And all the horniness.
Just like someone makes a horny comment, the stenographer is just like,
Yeah.
Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
why didn't he just fucking throw her in the river?
Right?
Hell no, I'm not the killer. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Akami Hebiko, thank you for following.
Alligator.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we are finished.
Don't say that.
Well, I already fucking did. Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
I need my mocha, Mia! Ha! That's what I like to hear.
He's like, and I need to poop.
A Vampiro.
Wrap it up.
Vampiro's not a kid-friendly movie.
Yeah, absolutely not.
All right, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction is staring at you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack.
Rip
Dusk
her apart.
Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Yes, poisoning is a much more elegant method. Judge.
What?
All right.
Maybe we can present something where she says the thing about hiding the body.
Mm.
Because I think the river thing is relevant.
Yeah, there's a river that you could have hidden it in there.
Yeah. And we already know that like most bodies are not recovered from the river.
Right.
Maybe the map?
Yeah, it might be.
I think that's the only thing that actually shows the river.
Well,
Hell yeah. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. I've killed a few people in my day. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd.
I'm sorry, I just saw Vampiro's response. Well, so is Deadpool, and many children saw that. That does not
Well,
mean
that
it's
doesn't mean
child-friendly.
that doesn't mean they should have.
The parents got real mad and yelled at Ryan Reynolds, and he was like, "What are you doing bringing your kids to my fucking movie?"
Yeah. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Via Victor's Omen, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Via.
Dots.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. I've dumped many a body in this river.
My
There's a river
makeup,
right below
a
the
body,
bridge.
some kids.
I'm gonna drive Mr. Armando up there right after this trial.
Real romantic.
Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. The ships just go crazy. Bodies bunk into each other willy-nilly. People dying left and right, and just the bodies are touching. Oh, I'm sorry.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water.
Bet your pussy.
You can bet your pussy. Your honor.
Kenny Camp 31627, thank you for following.
We just learned a lot about the judge.
Order,
The Canadian
order,
judge.
order. No talking about my bussy in the court, please. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit, it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Well, what were you taking pictures of, Your Honor?
Oh.
Are you saying that I put bussy pics on my Instagram?
Yes.
Oh. Well,
Don't
Mr.
they get
Edgeworth.
I don't know what you're talking about with bussies, but how sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. My God, Edgeworth. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. I'll shove you in myself.
I think y'all need a dip in the river to get cool off.
What are you talking
You just want our
about?
bodies to never get found.
Well, I don't know what happened to Marin and Soupy. They just disappeared.
It's real tough, but you know, now we can just never play Phoenix Wright again. Anyway. My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw.
Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
Objection.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Objection. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car.
That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us.
Ugh.
Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
Go off, Queen.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Don't fucking lie, otherwise the mean lady might yell at you again.
God. Just imagining him being like, otherwise the mean lady might yell at you again. It's just like,
In court.
20-year-old piece of shit, Edgeworth.
Who is he talking about?
All right. I'll do my best.
do you think Edgeworth genuinely believes that her name is Melissa at this point?
I don't think so.
I don't think so
No.
either, no. Alright, he picked her up. They carried her. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
Why would he need to do that?
Well, if it is a stolen car, he might not.
Well, if it's a stolen car and the doors are already open, you have access to the trunk latch.
How did she wouldn't have been able
Oh.
to see the car, right?
Yeah,
Oh, wait, because she's behind a ledge thing.
Yeah.
there's a cliff.
Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry.
You're good. What did the man do then?
Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. And I grew into a giant hulking person and I stepped on the car and killed everyone. You have to call the police, I said to myself.
Weird end to this case.
What the fuck?
And so that's when you call the police, is when you turn into a giant woman.
After you hulked out. You're sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Your own two eyes?
Yes, I'm 100% certain.
Okay,
go back and
go back.
present.
Present the map again.
The map
Yeah, I think so.
The map
That
is...
or her photo.
waving the same fucking
Because that shows the
Yeah,
the ledge.
yeah.
I guess the photo's probably the better of the two.
We'll find out.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Oh, done what?
Made a crucial mistake.
Shit.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
Yeah, Oversolar. Phoenix Wright becomes a lawyer like 3 years after this?
Well, a year after this, he meets Mia, and then he's like, "Oh shit, you've been in a trial with my buddy friend, we're gonna hang out. And then, like, but he has already been studying law part-time at that time. But once he, like, gets accused of murder and stuff, I think, and he meets Mia, I think that kind of jumpstarts him into having a mentor relationship and
Yeah.
pursuing law more seriously. And then he graduates 2 years later, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 3 years after this he becomes a lawyer, and then 3 years between the first game and this game?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Lucky 13, thank you for the 25 bits. Excuse me, sir, we have a singing telegram for you, but unfortunately our singer is unavailable, so in return have some cookies. Our treat. Well, thank you
Those
for the
cookies
cookies.
are poisoned.
Oh.
You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Mia was a lawyer for, it must have been, because this is her first year, and then second year she met Phoenix, and then a year, and then it was like 3 more years before Phoenix's first trial.
I don't quite remember. I know someone has put together like a whole, like an entire timeline
Right.
of like what happened when, but I don't remember exactly.
Mm.
Did you s-
Yes, and?
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here.
You could see shit.
Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way.
Oh,
That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car.
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock.
Yeah, Vampiro, there was the Christmas version of Deadpool 2 that came out. That was a kid-friendly version.
However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
Wasn't Deadpool just like not made for so long because of how not kid-friendly it was?
I don't know what the reasoning is.
I think it just took a while for Ryan Reynolds to get things done the way he wanted them done.
He's also a super... before the Deadpool movies, he was kind of a niche, like, not very well-known character, so it was a gamble in general.
Deadpool, yeah. And Ryan Reynolds has also, like, had a mixed bag of success himself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Green Lantern had just happened right around that time, too, so...
that's right. Green Lantern. It was terrible. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
Oh, that's right, and the R rating. You're right, Oversolar. The R rating kind of held it back, too. But he didn't
Yeah,
wanna-
because that makes it less marketable.
Theoretically.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash.
Ah.
I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff.
Fuck your view.
But still, you claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
No!
Oh, the Schmuck Squad, thank you for raiding. I hope you guys had a good stream.
Eat
We're
tennis shot.
playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. We're on case 4 of the 3rd game.
Yeah.
Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Ballyhoo. Edward, you're so handsome. Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions.
Ballyhoo is not a very Canadian phrase. I feel like that's a very
I
like...
was about to say like a very classic Canadian phrase,
Yes.
ballyhoo.
Ballyhoo.
The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must
She
have
was
heard about
upsetty spaghetti, Your Honor.
Her Kokoro was Brokero. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony.
Don't fucking lie, you pretty bitch.
Game Likes 26 says, I'm excited to see Fina, Pirate Princess on Adult Swim. We got 6 days left till the premiere.
I'm in that.
Yeah, Marin is in
Oh.
that.
I could say I'm in that now. I can't say who, but Maki, the producer, announced me yesterday, I think, or the day before.
Yeah, I've not seen the show myself. I don't know what it's about. I assume pirates, but
It looks really
And princesses.
there you go.
It's a co-production between Adult Swim, Production IG, and Crunchyroll, so it's like an
Oh.
American-Japanese hybrid
Oh.
product.
Didn't realize.
Mhm.
She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh!
Oh, that's Melissa.
Mr. Judge,
What is it?
happy birthday, Mr. Ajipu. I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Rock Ruling, thanks for the 10 bits. I'm sorry, but Edgeworth telling the judge not to jump to any hasty conclusions after saying nothing the last 2 or 3 times when the judge was about to do just that in his favor. Fuck right off.
Yeah, he was about to give a ruling in minute 2 of this
Yes.
trial.
Look, I'm not one to fight destiny as long as it serves me.
Yeah, right. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. You think you can just come up here and say words?
Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect, excepting myself, of course.
Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say?
What do
To
they say?
err is human. So,
Which was that from? Was that Shaun of the
That's
Dead?
World's End.
World's End, that's right.
It's probably my favorite line from the entire Cornetto trilogy.
I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair.
Ha! Save the tears for later, kitten.
For real, though, I'm going to stab you. Mr. Armando.
I love how homicidal you've become. Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Butts are big and round, and I like them. So if you keep saying them, okay, kitten, you need to relax.
I'm going to hit you with my car, Mr. Armando.
And you need to remember. Just run you right over in the parking lot.
My Prius is silent if I go under 5 miles an hour. You'll never
25,
see me coming.
25. The other kitten's testimony.
Hitting an employee with company property is double jeopardy, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting an employee with company property on company property.
On company
So
property.
what is, we're fine.
Subin, thanks for following.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
I hate voicing this bitch. So tell us, how did you know that?
Sir Straw Hat, we've actually not been fans of Godot for most of the game, honestly.
Yeah, that ain't sudden hate for me. That's been
No.
long-standing,
Yeah.
deep-rooted hate.
I've
Yeah,
actually
we've been
gone.
talking shit about him since the beginning.
I've been excited to meet him because I think his design is very cool, and I've been really underwhelmed and actually kind of annoyed by him in general myself. He's not that special, and he's just sort of obnoxious to me.
He's kind of just an asshole.
Yeah, which is like, there's a fun way of being an asshole, and he's just an asshole, my opinion.
Yeah.
I think he there are interesting things about him, but I
Sure.
don't remember what they are.
The backstory could have gone to a better character. His backstory does not need him to be an asshole for it to work.
Yeah.
So he
yeah.
could have been likable. They forgot to make him likable.
I remember being attracted to Armando as a youngin' and shipping him and Mia because they were one of the few, yes, you actually acknowledged that characters have sexual feelings for each other. But as an adult, I'm just like, I don't like You go away, please.
Yeah.
This isn't a meet cute at all, you know?
No.
Yeah.
How did you know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha.
Until you could explain how you knew that, you're gonna have a lot of suspicious people on this side of the courtroom.
Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid.
Wait, so
How the fuck did you know that?
she went?
We have a.
Sorry, go on.
I mean, we have the photo. Does it have any marks on it?
But did she go to the car? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like she's so fucking far away.
It's like she's just digging herself deeper. I mean,
It
it's hard
looks
to
like
tell
there
from
are
there.
marks on the. It looks like it might be a little cracked around
Maybe.
the latch.
Maybe.
But even then, like, how does
How
she
would
know
you
when
even-
that happened? Like, that
Yeah.
could just be
Yeah.
old marks on the trunk lid.
Hmm.
But also, like, she was definitely more than 10, 20 feet away from that car if she
Yeah.
wants to even begin to argue that she could see it.
Hmm.
I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
Criven48, I don't know when you joined the stream, I assume recently, but basically, this is a flashback case to basically Mia's first case as a defense attorney, and her defendant was someone who broke out of prison and then apparently murdered this lady, what's her name? Hawthorne.
Valerie Hoffman.
Valerie Hawthorne on a bridge, but it seems like maybe he's falsely accused because Dahlia Hawthorne, who is calling herself Melissa Foster, has shown up and conveniently has photographic evidence that this definitely went down, which to me suggests that she's the real culprit, if anything.
Really? The only other person involved in the case might be the culprit?
What? Let me see that photo.
It was ghosts.
Oh,
It's true. These certainly looks like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well,
Earlier
Miss
today-
Faye, are you satisfied with what we did with all that junk inside that trunk that had been broken open?
Never, Your Honor. What were you gonna say, Marin?
Oh, I was gonna say earlier today, I was reminded, because your fave was involved. Martin and I were sitting at the breakfast table and eating, and Martin was like, "So, which one is Kristoff from?" And I was like, 4. And he's like, "Which one is Clavier from?" And I was like, 4. And he was like, oh, 2 of them. And I'm like, they're
Two
brothers."
of them.
It's like they're brothers, Martin.
God, I'm so excited to see them.
Yeah. I know, I'm really excited about 4 too.
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here.
Well, Andromeda, it's a stolen car, so presumably he didn't necessarily have the keys. He might have hotwired it.
How did he start it then?
Yeah,
Hot
well, like
wiring it.
how?
Oh, you said hot wire.
Because people were driving the car when he went to
Yeah.
steal it, so there should be keys in there.
I mean, especially if she had the keys on her.
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
Oh wait, he stole his own car. I forgot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then if he just stole it while they were at a red light, the keys would have been in the ignition.
Exactly.
What
So-
she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere?
It doesn't
work, I'm guessing.
Doesn't work.
work, Janai.
Melissa Foster.
I'm just saying that they gave her the initials MF. So she's a motherfucker, is all I'm saying.
It looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches?
When you put the body in the trunk.
Well, that's true, JD Cool Hat. It's the same initials as Mia Fey. I hadn't thought about that.
And Maya
Hmm.
Fey.
And Maya Fey.
Oh. Miss
And Misty Fey.
Penguin, thank you
and
for
Morgan
the
Fey.
host.
You know, my grandma, my dad's side of the family is all MMs. There's Melba Miller, there's Murray Miller, he's Murray Miller, I'm Marin Miller. Like, Sometimes people just get into that little
Alliterative.
thing.
Me and all my siblings have the initials AL.
Yeah, that's right.
Finally. I finally got her.
Ah, I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Then perhaps it would be faster if Ms. Vey explained herself.
Neonite, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Martin, Marin, and Soupy, how are you? Hope you're well and having a great day.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty
Doing all
good.
right.
I'm really tired, though.
Yeah.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was
She put the corpse in herself.
she put the corpse in herself.
She's the killer.
There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes? What is it? Or what was it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself.
Martin is invited to all honorary ladies' nights.
The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you who did it, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that.
I'm just wondering how she, like, I mean, I assume the photo isn't real either, unless she got a picture of something completely innocent happening.
I mean,
I
as
don't
we
quite
know,
remember.
there are many situations wherein something looks like an open and shut case from the outside, but it isn't.
Yeah. Mhm. I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open.
Also, she broke it open.
But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
Alright, yeah.
I see.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Who took the bridge photo? Well, according to everything that we've been told, it was Melissa Dahlia.
Well, what if she disguised
It had an auto
herself
timer.
as Valerie?
That's right. She had a timer on her camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she could have been on the bridge, and the body could have already been in the trunk at that point. For all we know. I'm saying that because I don't know. I legitimately don't know.
Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. It couldn't have been Mr. Falls who put the body in the trunk.
No.
Slam. Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. How could she lift up such a big lady? If that were true, how could you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could have only been put in the trunk when the incident occurred.
That's not true.
And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs. Photographs.
Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing.
Go for the
Finish
jugular.
him.
Yeah, rip his throat out.
On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it.
Azlamagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Why is everyone in this universe so good at coming up with convoluted murders? I feel like Saw It was the only one who kept it simple.
Yeah, you just run into a girl's apartment, you bash her in the head, you leave.
Simple.
A good
Straightforward.
classic murder.
I gotta say, I do miss Ron Delight and Godot flirting. That's the
That
one
was
thing
funny.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Mr. Foster herself.
Has a timer function.
Yep. I don't think you can make a mistake about it. Take a look at her camera.
I'm gonna have to go to the kink meme and ask for like the Delight X Godot.
There's
OP3.
gotta be something.
I'm sure there probably is.
Wait, why
They
are we...
go to Disneyland.
Why are we doing that?
Huh?
Sorry, I must have missed something. Why are we looking at Why are we looking up Ron Delight X?
You know?
Yeah.
Because Ron
Because they were
Delight-
flirting in the second
Oh,
case.
right,
Yeah,
right.
like Godot was like, "Hey, thief," and Ron Delight's like, "You called me a thief."
I forgot.
My hero.
I forgot they had that connection, yeah.
Yeah.
It has a timer built into it. Even a mini tripod. Almost as if the camera was brought just to take this picture.
Volcanic, can we just talk about how bad of a liar Dahlia is as a whole, and now how easy her testimonies are to find flaws in? Bitch
Yeah.
is kind of easy mode when breaking her in court.
She's
I mean-
mean, but she's not smart.
She's used to getting away with it.
Because
Yeah,
she
that's
blinks
true.
her eyes, and she bats her eyes,
Yeah.
and she gets away with
Yeah.
things.
But Mia Fey doesn't fall for those doe eyes. She's got cold-blooded killer. What are you trying to say then, Miss Fey?
Criven, you know this makes me remember the first flashback case about Dahlia. It makes me think, why would she be so twisted? Well, my assumption is that anyone whenever you get like given a name in Phoenix Wright universe, your whole personality sort of twists to form itself around that. And of course, she's called Dahlia, so the Black Dahlia. She just had to become a murderer.
Yeah, like when you're named Crentist and you have to become a dentist.
Dick Gumshoe.
Hannibal. You have to
Yeah.
become a cannibal.
That's true.
Exactly.
Derek Anthony, thanks for the 100 bits. This case is similar to the case in the first game where Edgeworth was framed for shooting someone on the boat. It's similar to a lot of cases where people are framed.
Yeah.
It happens a lot in this series. A town called Malice, thank you for the 5 bits. Also, why does anyone bother trying to murder people in the city when the defense attorneys all seem to have the deductive skills of Holmes, Columbo, and Poirot combined? That is, that's giving
At least-
Phoenix a lot of credit.
Yeah, and
At
these
least
smart defense attorneys are kind of a more recent thing, I think.
Yes.
At least they don't have the deductive reasoning of Sholmes.
Yeah,
He's pretty bad.
I'm gonna have to
Fucking
learn that.
stupid.
he's so funny though.
Did you say this?
Yeah. That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? You crazy bitch, bimbo?
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly, she was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further?
Listen, this is a crucial point. Anyway, sorry. Where was Ms. Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Ms. Foster's true identity.
Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred?
At the car,
No?
I'm pretty sure you're right,
she was
Martin.
the victim.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
I called it.
Volcanic Ash Soap, thank you for the 10 bits. My theory that I've had for over a decade is I don't know what is that Dr. Wily is behind every single video game scenario in existence. I don't know anything about Mega Man. So considering all Capcom universes are connected, I assume Dr. Wily just took a look at her life and simply uttered the words, you could do better. Those 5 words probably poisoned her mind for years to come. Don't ask me why or how I came up with all of this.
It just gave her a permanent, like, insecurity complex, superiority complex.
Oh. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. I'd say the defense attorneys are just average intelligence. It's the prosecutors that are dumb because the system is rigged in their favor. Oh, Edgeworth. I wouldn't say that about Edgeworth.
Oh, I was gonna say he did seem, in the first game, pretty stupid.
Oh, he did?
There are some times where it's like there's an obvious contradiction, right? And then Edgeworth is just like, point it out to me. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
How much of that is just him just being a dickhead, though?
I think it's both.
Because he's like, well, if
he
you aren't
sometimes
gonna,
is stupid.
if you aren't gonna point it out, then I'm not gonna point it out.
And Funkiest Punkiest, thank you for the 10 bits. I'm waiting for the Phoenix Wright series to reach its peak insanity where a killer made a whole other timeline by making Gumshoe's brain fry, and Phoenix has to prove it to be true by giving Gumshoe a picture of Edgeworth naked.
What?
It's the only evidence that'll do.
Jesus.
Okay.
People want to say it's just us being horny, but you know,
right?
they already have these theories.
See,
They're just
we
waiting for a
come-
chance to present it.
We come to this warmed up and horny. They gotta get into the horny eventually.
And
But
Volcanic.
we're horny. We're ready to go.
And thank you for the 10 bits, Volcanic. All you need to know is that Dr. Wily is just a smarmy little shit who wiggles his eyebrows at people and then grovels when his plans go wrong. Think a Saturday morning cartoon villain on the highest level, and that's all you need to know. Mega Man is not hard to figure out. Yeah. And Derek,
Babies.
and Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. The one thing that bugs me about this game is that you get into trouble for getting things wrong, but the prosecutors get to make up crap and not get in trouble for it. Yeah, unfortunately, things are weighed kind of against you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing.
I wonder if asexual does mean like just not horny. But I didn't
No,
think of it that
That's
way.
not what
yeah.
it means.
Yeah,
It,
'cause, like,
it
I
just
would-
means you don't experience sexual attraction, but like it doesn't imply
You can-
anything about
You
like
can enjoy the
about
act
sex
of
drive.
sex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say like, because what if you're like horny for a good aesthetic or something, you know, or you just wake up and you're
It's
like,
that,
I'm
or
just
like
horny.
situations, or like even certain kinks, things like that.
Yeah, you just
It's
are
kind of it's kind of like when you're like really hungry, but just nothing sounds good, and you have no food in the house.
Well, that was last night, so now I understand what it means to be asexual. Interesting. Okay.
And Azal Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. On the note of prosecutors being able to make up things, I have to imagine it was extremely cathartic for Phoenix in the DeKiller case, despite the circumstances, to say, no, Edgeworth, this time you have to prove it. And the judge agreed with him. One sec. Volcanic, thank you for the 10 bits. The reason things are weighed so heavily against you is because this game was made on the concept of Shu Takumi satirizing the extremely high conviction rates in Japan, and where the conviction rate also across all court cases was over 90%. It meant that if you were a prosecutor, you lived easy, while if you're a defense lawyer, you were in for the ride of your life. It was really heavily weighed on the worst side of things, so yeah.
That must say a lot about the people who become defense attorneys in Japan.
I think part of it though is that like, you know, in Ace Attorney, they just kind of like they'll find one tiny clue or like see the first person on the scene and be like, you must have done it. We have
Yeah.
to arrest you.
Yeah.
But I think in Japan, like they do a more thorough investigation before they actually charge people.
Sure.
Order,
As far as I know.
order, order, order. Miss Faye, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk.
Ah.
In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim.
Is that hammering outside? I was just trying to tell if somebody knocked on the door or not.
Objection. How asinine. Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Mr. Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead.
Doing all right, Shine with Doc. Hope you're okay.
The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life, because I have not yet met Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Then who exactly is the victim in this photo?
Volcanic Ash Soap, thanks for the 10 bits. Using my last bits for today to wish you, Marin, and Soupy the happiest of times reading this. You don't need to read this out if it's interrupting too much, as is. Hey, it's all good. I'm happy to read it. I just wanted to say thank you for being so supportive of your community and providing us with entertainment, even with burnout days like these. All three of you are definitely appreciated. Well, thank you, Volcanic.
Thank you.
Honestly, It's really not a problem. I am happy to read all the messages. It's like, because obviously we can stop playing this. We could pause this pretty easily.
Yeah. It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted, but he asked her to wear a scarf.
Yeah. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You are just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I am saying everything from facts.
I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Do you know that there is a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Symphony concert? I found this in my YouTube suggestions.
There was one that Marin and I watched.
Yeah, it was recently.
Yeah,
Oh,
a few
yeah.
months ago,
May,
something like that.
May.
I think it was in April.
And it was really cool because they streamed it. It was for Japan.
Yeah.
But they opened like the foreigners up to buy tickets as well. So
Yeah.
I ended up buying tickets twice because the first set didn't come, and I was like, I don't care. I'm giving my money to Ace Attorney. But yeah, so
Yeah, there's been orchestra concerts for Ace Attorney in Japan for quite a while now.
Yeah, and they each have their own albums. Like there's a jazz
Yeah.
album, jazz arrangement album. There's the orchestral arrangements.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool.
There's also ones for Investigations and Investigations 2, I think. It's time of the incident. Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like.
It's either
The
the
last-
scarf or the latter, I assume.
It's probably one or the other. It probably doesn't matter either way.
The last concert was really cute because the Miles voice actor was like hosting it,
Yeah.
and he was all happy and he was wearing a cravat.
Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left.
Dots. Dots.
In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne.
What is Godot's theme called? Something smell of coffee or whatever.
Oh, I don't remember.
Get them to play
Well,
that on your.
What do you
public
have to
radio
say to
station.
that, Melissa Foster?
No.
The fragrance of dark coffee.
Fragrance of dark coffee.
there
That's
you
what
go.
it is. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo.
Where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it.
That bitch did it.
She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, don't mind me, why did she do it?
You done with your fat bong rips, Mr. Armando?
God, this would be cool, Mia. Jesus. I'll stop calling you kitten. Just let me rip my bong in peace.
You liar. Well, isn't that obvious?
I didn't say I wouldn't call you something equally sexist.
She's the true criminal. He just replaces kitten with bimbo.
Got it, bimbo.
Hi, big fatty. Oh,
What happened?
He jumped off of the second, like, cat tower bowl, but his back feet, like, slipped, so it was like a
Aw,
big fat
a little flop.
elephant, like, yeah, he flopped down.
Baby.
Poor
Thankfully, his
baby.
back feet landed on a pillow, but it was just like one of those, like, ungraceful cat jumps. Now he's laying
Well,
down like nothing happened.
well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The,
Time for a break?
the defense and the prosecution are instructed to wait in the lobby.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood.
Very well. This court is in recess.
All right. I might request if we could call it there.
Sure.
Yeah, it's already been 3 hours, and
Yeah.
we've probably got another 2-3 hours to go. So
I'd say
Yeah.
so.
probably a good idea to take a break here.
I feel like I'm going to be dying by the end of it if we don't.
Yeah,
I'm pretty tired.
All right.
I don't blame you.
All right, guys. Calling it there. We will be back on Wednesday with more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, and we'll finish off the fourth case when we come back. And don't forget, yes, we have a Discord server that you're free to join. It's available to anybody who wants to join. And you can join that in order to get updated on when I'll be going live and when I'll have to cancel streams. But if I'm not back tomorrow with Duel Links, then you can definitely expect us to be back for Wednesday for more Phoenix Wright. More of this case specifically. L-Train, thanks for the 30 bits, Martin. Time to get your Yano Yogi on and get some Z's. And Vampiro, thank you for the 100 bits. All right. Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to the stream before we take off?
Well, I guess I'll remind everybody I got announced for Fina Pirate Princess, and that started airing last night, I think, on Toonami, so that's pretty cool. I think I start showing up in episode 5 or 6, so it'll be a little while, but and I got my first figure from a character that I voiced. Been voicing for fucking 15 years, video games and animus, and now I finally have a figure. Hooray!
Yay!
All right. And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the stream before we take off?
Just thanks for joining us. I'm excited to finish up this case and get to the last one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Neonite, thank you for the 100 bits. Happy I
yeah.
caught the end of the stream. Have a great rest of your day and rest well. Mama Carnage, thank you for the 10 bits. Thank you for all of the stream. Oh, thank you all for the stream. It's been fun. Martin, Marin, and Soupy, please go and get some rest and take care. And Derek Anthony says, Discord says invite invalid on the link. Oh.
Oh, is it maybe typed in wrong?
Oh, is anybody else having that problem?
Oh, it took me straight to the Discord, so it doesn't seem to be a mistyped link.
Anyway, we will be raiding Jessica Calvello because it's her birthday and she's doing, I believe, a stream for charity. So say happy birthday when we raid, if you remember. And if you don't stick around, that's okay. But Jessica is going to be, I think they're having a hot tub stream for their birthday. So
Sounds
exciting
nice.
stuff. All right. We're going to raid them. Take care, guys. I'll see you either tomorrow or Wednesday. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have fun.
And raid. And then